The ice cap of Mount Kilimanjaro is one of the most famous landmarks of Africa, but it may be gone in less than 20 years, largely because of global warming. Scientists say that 85 to 90% of Mount Kilimanjaro's ice cover has vanished. Deforestation at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro is also believed to be fueling the decline of glaciers at the summit of Africa's tallest mountain. Earlier on we were down at the coffee fields. We're now about 1,000 meters higher up the mountain, still in the rainforest. And you can see the amount of canopy that grows up in this part of the mountain. What that does is it transpires a huge amount of moisture up into the air. And so you get this hydrological cycle happening on the side of the mountain, feeding rain back onto the slopes and ultimately back down into the rivers further through towards the farms on the lower slopes. I have to admit that we couldn't believe that we'd be walking at such a slow pace for the entire duration of the climb. Then of course we also had the rain to contend with.
Well, the rain's actually refreshing, but makes it a bit harder. But yeah, having fun.
We're now right up into the high altitude heath and moorland forest of Kilimanjaro. Very low level sparse forest, but it's very, very beautiful. Probably the steepest part of the entire climb all the way up the summit, but it's going well. This stream is glacial melt flowing down from the ice cap of Kilimanjaro. It feeds the coffee farmers further down the mountain, and it's vital for the tourists who come and climb Kilimanjaro. People living at the base of Kilimanjaro depend on both glacial meltwater and precipitation in the rainforest to supply water to springs used for both drinking as well as irrigation. It's unclear, however, if the majority of the water comes from the rainforests or glaciers. The fear being that if glaciers supply the larger portion, the disappearance of the ice fields will mean that the water supply will vanish too. Have you noticed a big change in the glaciers in the 10 years that you've been climbing the mountain?
Yes. And I see like the big glaciers already lost like 300 meters.
No matter how many years you've been running marathons, you are no better prepared for this adventure than any other person of average fitness. Pretty much everyone is able to walk slowly, but few people are used to walking for many hours, several days in a row, as required when trekking up Kilimanjaro. As we reach the top, we are almost disappointed by the sight of the once massive glaciers literally crumbling. Behind me is one of the big glaciers right up here on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and you can see that the face of it has recently fallen off, collapsed and exposed some of that blue ice right in the core. Of course, the whole reason that we're here is to highlight the plight of the coffee farmers at the base of Kilimanjaro who rely on the water from the glaciers to grow their coffee. So we thought we'd come all the way up here, find a glacier. You can see how badly it's eroding, and we're going to make some iced coffee from the glacial melt. This is about the most exclusive coffee that's ever been made, I suspect. Genuine Kilimanjaro coffee. You can taste it, please. Brilliant. Cheers. Iced Kilimanjaro coffee made from a Kilimanjaro glacier. That is absolutely superb.
Pull the corner out.
Really well worth the time.
And then all stand holding it.